Pluto in Scorpio generation, I believe, at least from an astrological point of view, they are the reason behind these gender wars and the decline of the morals in our country. It's no shade, but hear me out. Here's my proof. But first, I am your dope astrologer and tarot reader, and if you would like to learn more about astrology and get tarot readings and just get more information to help you on your spiritual journey, be sure that you click that subscribe button and that notification bell. So, Pluto in Scorpio generation. So if you were born between the years 1983 to about mid 1996, you are a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, right? So let's break it down. What is Pluto? Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio. Pluto deals with taking power and control over a person, place, or thing. Scorpio energy is 8th house energy. And the 8th house deals with not really expressing your emotions. It's about keeping your emotions under wraps. And a lot of times you keep these emotions under wraps because you don't feel safe enough to be vulnerable to express your emotions and how you feel. The 8th house, or Scorpio energy, also deals with things that we keep private, things that we don't want people to know. Scorpio energy, or 8th house energy, is a very transactional energy. The 8th house deals with money that you get from other people, gifts that you get from other people. And it's also about paying things such as taxes and things that you need to survive and function in this world. So when we talk about a generation, we are talking about, kids that grew up probably in a one-parent household where, unlike my generation, Pluto and Libra, if you are a Pluto and Scorpio child, your parents were probably single parents, and or they decided that they didn't want to stay in their marriage for whatever reason. It could have been a toxic marriage. It could have been an abusive, loveless marriage. And so you probably grew up watching one or both of your parents, regardless of the living situation or the relationship between your parents. You probably watched them work 2, sometimes 3 jobs, and to substitute the lack of nurturing and love and affection, you probably got gifts. You probably got money to pacify that emotional need. And when you were a kid, if you were to express to your parents, hey, I miss you, mama, when can we hang out? Or daddy, when can I see you? You were probably met with some type of hostility or anger, because from your parents' point of view, I'm not spending time with you because I'm out working. I'm providing for you. I am, giving you everything that you want as far as material needs go. And so with all of that at a young age, this particular generation probably were conditioned and programmed to not express emotions. They probably grew up thinking that a relationship, whether it be, a girlfriend, boyfriend relationship or any type of marriage, was transactional. It wasn't about love, expressing love and showing affection. It was all about, well, this is what I'm doing for you, and I need for you to do this for me. So if you were a good kid, you were probably a latchkey kid. You probably stayed home a lot by yourself, watching TV. If you were a good kid, you got money or you got gifts. And so when you grow up with that way of thinking and not really feeling safe enough or vulnerable enough to express your emotions. When you get into those romantic relationships, it's less about romance and love and mutual respect. It's about, well, what can you do for me? What can you give me? So I would imagine, when you get into these relationships, it's not about romance and love and affection. Scorpio, aka eighth house energy, is just about sex. It's not about love and affection. And so when you combine that with someone who didn't grow up being nurtured, being shown affection, those romantic relationships become all about sex and all about, a transaction. So I would guarantee that the conversation of, well, what do you bring to the table? Or, are you a high value woman? Or, you gotta pay my bills, or you gotta pay for my hair and my nails before I go out with you. I'm 95, maybe 97% sure that those conversations became popular by the people in the Pluto and Scorpio generation. So if you were born between 1983 and 1996, your generation started that way of thinking. And when you combine that with social media, it has become very popular. And that is the reason why we have these toxic ass gender wars going on. And no one really talks about love. It's not cool to be in love. It's not cool to show affection. It's not cool on a collective basis to show someone that you're in love or that you love someone. It's all about, what can you get out of it? What can you get someone to do for you? And I will go even a step further when it comes to the quote spiritualists and astrologers and tarot readers and brujas and witches. And, that generation, in my opinion, they're the ones who have given way to toxic spirituality on social media. Okay. These are probably the ones that are always trying to put a spell on somebody. These are always the ones that, they got a curse, a hex, a jinx for any and everything, because Scorpio energy is very guarded. A lot of Scorpios by default, they are always on edge or on the lookout for someone possibly violating them or doing something wrong or not respecting them. And again, that comes from being emotionally abandoned when you were young. So, of course, you think that someone has put black magic on you. Of course, when you do a tarot reading, the theme is always associated with someone put a curse on you, someone put a spell on you, someone is doing black magic. Of course, when you get on here and you talk about the astrological transits, it's always about, you're healing, and if anyone comes back, then don't talk to them. You're not healed, they're not healed, yada, whatever. And it's just not true. So you mean to tell me that you're the only one that can evolve and heal and grow and no one else? That's a very toxic way of thinking. So, having said all of that, how do we fix it? I'm not really sure, but I know that when I do my birth chart readings, and if someone is like, they want to know why they keep doing something low vibrational or some type of bad habit or some type of low vibrational way of thinking, I usually tell them to take on the energy of the opposite sign. Okay, so let's look at that in this aspect, right? So Scorpio energy, the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus energy. Taurus energy is about feeling all of your five senses. It's about being comfortable in your body. Taurus energy is second house energy, so it's about feeling comfortable and stable and secure, not only in your body and in your surroundings and in your environment, but it's about feeling stable and secure enough to express yourself, because Taurus energy is about the voice, it's about the throat chakra. So Taurus energy is also about nutrition and healthy food and vegetables and fruit. And I can even argue that if you were in that Pluto Scorpio generation, you probably didn't get a whole lot of home cooked meals, maybe once a week or on special occasions. Whereas my generation, we didn't eat a lot of fast food. We ate what was cooked. And if you didn't want what was cooked, then oh well. And so I am of the belief that if you eat a lot of chemicals, preservatives, a lot of low vibrational things such as that, it does have a negative effect on you, your body, the way you view the world. And so maybe there needs to be a push, to eat more healthy, to grow our own food, to create environments where we feel safe and secure expressing ourselves. I got a call. So, creating environments where we feel safe and secure expressing ourselves, safe and secure, loving who we want to love and loving them the way that, we want to be loved, because there doesn't seem to be a big push in that direction. Everything is about what can you get this woman to do for you or give to you, or what can you get out of this man, and whoever gives you the most, that's the one that's going to get your attention. It's seldom about the person that really shows that they want to show up for you and ride with you and be there for you and love you, flaws and all. So I don't know. That's just my take on it. I really think that there's a lot of truth to what I'm saying, but feel free to weigh in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.